Hello, my name is Stephen Jarmon, and I've been in the world of strategic communications for more than 25 years. I started out on the agency side, I moved to the client side, and now I am immersed in the world of academics. I feel like I'm a passionate educator and can really share with my students some of the great experiences that I've had over time. I've worked for brands like Nikon, the Timberland Company, 1-800-Flowers.com, Dr. Pepper Snapple, so lots of different experiences across different industries. When I look back at how public relations has evolved over the time, I'm amazed how this entity, this function, went from being a sideline activity, sort of an ancillary department, to being core and central to a company. Particularly here in the United States, the public relations team is integral to the messaging, to building the relationships between the brand and its constituents, and really managing that reputation. Public relations used to be really about publicity, making sure that the press release was written, making sure that you sent out the materials to journalists and broadcasters, but now the world of public relations has exploded. It involves so many different areas. It's really essential for the public relations team to be involved in much of the company's activities. So media relations, training executives, counseling, certainly doing publicity and stunts, community relations, cause marketing, public affairs, government affairs, investor relations. Public relations professionals are involved in so many different aspects of the business. But one of the biggest changes also is that there's a movement now to integrated marketing communications. So public relations can stand on its own, but it's even stronger when it's integrated into some of the other communication channels, like the advertising, like social media, like cause marketing, perhaps direct marketing. But public relations can support when needed, and it can also lead when it's most appropriate. One emerging trend that's really important to take a look at is the whole notion of popular currency, popular culture here in the United States. Americans are obsessed with celebrities, with artists, with musicians, with athletes. Folks from all of these different disciplines are integrating into brand messaging, nonprofits, for-profits on a regular basis. So it's important as a public relations practitioner to have your finger on the pulse of what's trending out there. There's a tool that we use called PEST, P-E-S-T. P is what's going on politically, what's going on from an economic standpoint. S is what's going on sort of socially, what's trending. And T would be about what's going on from technology. So political, economic, social, and technology. What's going on there that potentially your brand could tie into or be writing about or talking about to potentially gain more coverage in print, online, broadcast, wherever. One of the other areas that is very, very important and sort of core to the whole notion of public relations is identifying the right audience. Who is it that you want to reach? Is there a primary audience that you've defined? Is there a secondary audience that you've defined? Are you talking about just prospects? Are you talking about a traditional audience? So it's important to really understand because you want to craft that right message, that message that's going to resonate. And as important as the message is, so is the channel in which you distribute it. So if you're going after a millennial or a younger consumer, clearly you're going to want that to resonate online and with social media. But perhaps if you're looking for a little bit of an older consumer, more traditional means may be appropriate. Radio and print and magazines. So no matter how much public relations has evolved over the years, it really comes down to three things. Is your message persuasive? Are you going to get the attention of the right media member or of the right blogger, of the right person that's going to help share your message and help do some of that heavy lifting? Is there an influencer out there that you're going to be able to get that message to? Is it believable? Is it credible? Is it something that your brand can speak with authority on? And is it actionable? What is the desired action that you want the end user to take? Buy more, vote more, support legislation, send money. So it's really important that it really focuses on being persuasive, being believable, and most importantly, actionable. If I was to leave you with probably the most important lesson in public relations today, it's the whole notion about transparency. Consumers want to know. You must tell them the truth. They're going to find out the truth anyway, so you may as well be upfront about it. So if you're apologizing, be totally forthcoming. If you've made a mistake as a brand, as an individual, someone that's looking to create a better image, it's really important to be transparent right from the start.